15-Minute Mondays, your kickstart to week high-energy 15-minute episode on the Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Daniel Greg Johnson. Let's get right into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back on the Success Blueprint, and it is 15-Minute Monday time. I have talked so much about being authentic. I have talked about setting your boundaries and saying no. So today's episode really quickly dives into the art of saying no, creating space for happiness. You can do it all, but should you? In today's world of endless opportunities and constant distraction, learning the art of saying no is critical for your happiness and well-being. We have to learn to say no and not say yes to please everyone, and in general not behave to please everyone. When was the last time you declined an invitation or turned off your phone to avoid being always on? Creating space in your life means establishing healthy boundaries and practicing self-care. It means embracing stillness and learning that it's okay not to fill your schedule with back-to-back activities. Saying no politely but firmly is an act of self-love that will decrease stress and increase your joy. Join me as I want to explore simple strategies for reclaiming your time and setting happiness boundaries so you can spend your energy on what really matters, living your best and most fulfilling life. The secret to having it all is realizing you don't need it all. Happiness starts with making space for it. So what are happiness boundaries? Establishing happiness boundaries is one of the best ways to protect your mental health and enhance your daily joy. Happiness boundaries are limits you set to maintain a healthy balance in your relationships, work-life balance, and self-care practices. They allow you to say no in order to make space for the yeses that really matter. By communicating your boundaries clearly and confidently, you gain freedom from unhealthy obligations and the demands of others. You open up time for the activities and people that energize and fulfill you. So what do your happiness boundaries include? Leaving work at a reasonable hour to avoid burnout and make time for hobbies, socializing, and exercise. Not answering emails once you're off work to truly unplug and recharge. And I know it's not possible everywhere in every job, but sometimes it's important that you also educate your company. Saying no to extra projects that will overcommit you and cause undue stress. Making time for date nights, meetups with friends, volunteering, or whatever fills your cup. Practicing self-care like meditation, yoga, journaling, or limiting screen time. The key is to be specific about what you need to feel happy and whole. Explain your boundaries compassionately, but stand firm in them. You may feel guilty at first, but your mental and physical health depend on it. That's what you need to do. It is the way it is. With consistent happiness boundaries, you gain clarity and confidence, which is so empowering. You'll nurture the relationships and activities that uplift you. You'll establish a sustainable rhythm of work and rest. Ultimately, you cultivate a life full of meaning, joy, and possibility. Happiness starts with you, and I don't want you to be afraid to say no in order to say yes to yourself. Why is setting boundaries essential for happiness? Well, you deserve to be happy. And making your happiness a priority starts with setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries create space for good stuff in life like self-care, relationships, and work-life balance. When you establish boundaries, you're saying no to the things that drain you and yes to the things that fulfill you. Learn to say no. It's okay to say no, whether it's to demanding friends, family obligations that exhaust you, or projects at work that you don't have the bandwidth for. Learn to say no gracefully and without guilt. Your time and energy are precious, so spend them on the people and activities that matter most to you. Make self-care a priority. Engage in regular self-care practices like exercising, meditating, or pursuing hobbies that you find meaningful. Take time for yourself to recharge and renew your energy. You'll be happier and better equipped to handle life's challenges and nurture your close relationships. Set work-life boundaries. Leave work at work where it belongs. Make time for loved ones, socializing, and hobbies outside of work hours. If you work from home, establish a dedicated workspace separate from where you relax. When your workday ends, close your laptop and avoid checking email once you're off the clock. You'll feel less stressed and more balanced. By establishing boundaries in these key areas of your life, you open yourself up to greater happiness and well-being. Practice self-care. Learn to say no without guilt and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Your happiness depends on making space for the things and people that really matter. You deserve nothing less. So do that to yourself, nurture yourself, and stand firm in your boundaries. So, how do you set healthy boundaries in relationships? It's time to take back your power and set some healthy boundaries, and particularly in your relationships. Saying no can be hard, but it's the key to creating space for happiness in your life. Learn to say no politely. So start by being honest but gentle. Say something like, I appreciate the invitation, but I won't be able to make it. You don't need to make up elaborate excuses or feel guilty. Your time and energy are valuable, so don't be afraid to turn down requests that don't serve you. Make your needs a priority. Number one priority. Put your own happiness and self-care first. Make time for hobbies, socializing, and recharging. The things that energize you. Don't feel pressured into constantly pleasing others or being on call. Whenever someone wants your time or help, it's okay to take a step back and focus on yourself. Don't feel bad for setting boundaries. You may worry that others will be offended or upset if you say no, but that's their problem, not yours. Stay compassionate, but remember that you can't control how others feel. Healthy relationships are built on mutual understanding and, first and foremost, respect. True friends and loved ones will appreciate you taking care of yourself. Be consistent and follow through, no matter what. Once you've set a boundary, stick to it. Don't make exceptions or go back on your word just to please someone else. Follow through by using phrases like, as I said before, I won't be able to make it. Be polite yet firm. People will come to respect your limits over time. And the ones that don't do, well, that's not your tribe, they don't belong into your life. Learn to speak up and set healthy limits. Make your happiness a priority and surround yourself with people who treat you well in return. Saying no is challenging, but ultimately it is empowering. With practice, setting boundaries will become second nature and your relationship will be better for it. Recharge and refuel by focusing on self-care. You've got this. I want you to do this and make it a priority. Creating work-life balance through boundaries. So when you create work-life balance, you will start to learn and say no. It can be hard, but by establishing boundaries, you'll open up more time for the things that really matter. Make self-care your number one priority and put yourself on top of your to-do list. Make time each day for exercise, meditation, or a hobby that lights you up. Saying no to extra demands on your time and energy will help avoid burnout so you can be your best self. And leave the work at work, as I said. Limit availability. Don't be an open book. It's okay not to answer calls or respond to messages right away. Let people know your availability and that you may have a delayed response at certain times of the day. They will understand and respect your boundaries. Just because you got WhatsApp and you're online or you there doesn't mean that you have to respond. Not at all. Ask for help when you need it. You don't have to take on more than you can handle. Learn to delegate when possible and don't feel guilty about it. Asking for help when you're feeling overwhelmed will make you a better friend, partner, and employee. Make time for loved ones. Don't forget to nurture relationships. That boosts happiness and health. Plan quality time with your close ones each week. Make the time to call a friend or family member you haven't talked to in a while. Saying no to work obligations in favor of connections that matter most will enrich your life in the long run. By making your needs a priority through healthy boundaries, you will open space for more happiness and joy. I want you to master the art of no. It's a game changer. Your productivity, relationships, and well-being will all improve as a result of setting those boundaries. Give yourself permissions to focus on what really matters and learn when enough is enough. Happiness comes from within, so start creating the life you want by putting yourself first. You can't stand at the back of the queue and accept that you're going to get the prize of the one in the first place. You have to change that around. Use boundaries to prioritize self-care. Making time for yourself is one of the best ways to maintain healthy boundaries. When you prioritize self-care, you are able to recharge and renew your energy. This allows you to be fully present for others without resentment or burnout. And when you spend time with other people, with your partner, your spouse, with anyone, a friend, then at least you can be present and you can pay them full attention. And that will make you more valuable as a partner, friend, co-worker, whatever you need or wherever it comes into play, it will help you. Exercise daily. Go for a walk or a jog. Do some yoga. Get outside into nature. Just move your body in a way that feels good to you. Exercising releases endorphins that boost your mood and act as natural stress relievers. Even taking a quick walk around the block can help clear your mind and lift your spirits. If you're not a gym person, it's okay. If you don't like cycling, you just have to find a way to exercise that speaks to you and gets you fueled. And practice mindfulness. You need to spend a few minutes each day focused on your breathing or the present moment. Mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, and journaling are all easy ways to unwind your mind and body. Start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day and work your way up as you get more comfortable. You don't have to be a meditation guru right from the start. You can go step by step, as it is in life. Small steps, big pleasure. Big steps, small pleasure. Get enough sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to allow your body and mind to rest. Lack of sleep can negatively impact your mood, health, and ability to handle stress. Your body budget will deplete. Establishing a calming bedtime routine, limit screen time before bed, and make your bedroom as dark as possible for the best night's rest. Take time off. Use all your paid time off from work and avoid checking email once you've left for the day. Take periodic vacations or staycations to prevent burnout. Spend time with loved ones, pursue hobbies, get out in nature, do whatever fills you up and brings you joy. You deserve it. Making self-care a priority in your life is one of the best gifts you can give to yourself. When you maintain healthy boundaries, you're able to show up fully for the relationships and experience that really matter. Take things day by day. Be gentle with yourself and make choices that align with your well-being and values. Your happiness and the happiness of those around you will blossom as a result. Setting physical and emotional boundaries. When it comes to happiness, setting clear boundaries is the key. Boundaries create the space you need to nourish yourself and your relationships. They help ensure your time and energy are focused on what really matters to you. Physical boundaries protect your personal space too. It's okay to tell friends or family when they are being too intrusive. Let people know if they're stopping by too often and unannounced or overstaying their welcome. You'll appreciate them even more when you do choose to spend time together. Emotional boundaries. It's so important. Don't be afraid to speak up when someone crosses the line or makes you feel uncomfortable. You deserve to feel respected. It's empowering to say, please don't speak to me that way, or your criticism was hurtful. Be open to listening to other perspectives too and finding compromise. Limit exposure to emotional vampires that suck you dry, who constantly complain or criticize but never take advice. While being empathetic, you need to guard your own optimism and joy. Politely but firmly tell these people their negativity is affecting you and spend less time engaging if they don't change. Keep in mind, the people who truly care about you will respect your boundaries. Don't feel guilty for putting your needs first. When you give yourself the gift of limits, you'll discover a newfound sense of freedom and peace of mind. Your happiness and self-care depend on it. Learning to say no without guilt. It's important that you learn that you say no without feeling guilty or ashamed of yourself. It's one of the most empowering skills you can develop. I think it's really such an important skill. When you're able to establish healthy boundaries, you open yourself up to greater happiness and inner peace. I firmly believe that. Make your no a full sentence. Don't feel the need to justify your answer or make excuses. A simple but firm no, I can't commit to that, is enough. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Practice saying it with confidence. Stop worrying so much about what others may think or whether you might disappoint someone. Your time and mental well-being are precious resources that you need to conserve. Make self-care a priority and don't feel bad about it. You can't please everyone. And that's okay. Learn to accept that you can't control how others feel and you won't be able to accommodate every request. Do what feels right for you and brings you joy. The people who truly care about you will understand. Suggest an alternative if you can't commit. If you want to soften the blow or feel conflicted, propose another option. For example, I can't make it to dinner tonight, but let's find another time this week to meet up. This allows you to still say no while offering a compromise. Start small and practice. Like any new habit, learning to set boundaries takes conscious effort and repetition. Begin with lower risk situations and people who will understand as you build up your confidence. The more you do it, the easier it will become. You got this. You just have to practice it. Saying no without guilt is a skill that will reward you in spades. Make space in your life for the things and people that really matter by learning this vital life skill. Your happiness and inner tranquility will thank you at a later stage. So, what are some tips for communicating your boundaries? Communicating your boundaries in an upbeat, positive way is key to maintaining healthy relationships and your own happiness. Follow these few tips that I'm going to give you now so that others know your limits while still spreading good vibes. Be direct but friendly. Simply and kindly state what is and isn't okay. Say something like, I'm not able to make it to dinner tonight, but let's reschedule for this weekend. Rather than ignoring the invite altogether, your friends and family will appreciate your honesty and thoughtfulness. Focus on yourself, not the other person. Use I statements and talk about your own needs and limits, not what the other person is doing wrong. For example, say, I'm feeling overwhelmed and need some time alone tonight, rather than you stressing me out. This approach is less accusatory and helps others understand your perspective. Remember to be consistent and follow through. Stand by your boundaries once you've communicated them. Don't say no to drinks with friends just to end up at the bar an hour later. Others will take your limits more seriously if you respect them yourself. Follow up a no with self-care like a walk outside, reading a book, or whatever recharges you. Revisit and communicate. Life changes and your boundaries may shift over time. Don't be afraid to re-establish your limits if situations or relationships start to feel unbalanced again. A quick caring check-in conversation can help get things back on track so you can maintain your happiness in the long run. Communicating in a positive, compassionate way and holding true to your own needs are the secrets to healthy, happy relationships and self-care. So go and spread the good vibes. So there you go. I've shared some tools how to start crafting a happier and more balanced life. Learning the art of saying no at the right time will open up more space for the things and people that truly matter to you. Start practicing those happiness boundaries today and experience the freedom and fulfillment they can bring. Make self-care a priority. Set limits when you need them, and don't feel guilty about it. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. Take your time and be gentle with yourself along the way. The ability to say no when you need to is a superpower that will energize you and enrich your days. Use it wisely and watch your joy expand day by day, step by step. I want you to do this and practice this. I want you to go out there now and start creating the happiness you deserve. The world is yours for taking, one empowered no at a time. I can guarantee you nothing will be more liberating in your life than to learn the art of saying no. It is so many times that I engage with clients that tell me that they can just not say no. It's at work, it's with their friends, it's with spouses and partners. No seems to be such a hard word to come out of someone's mouth. And it's actually not. It's easy as no. That's it. You don't have to feel guilty or ashamed. Why would you let other people dictate to you what you do with your time? Of course, we sometimes on the clock, we're at work, but even at work, people like to take advantage. If we are people pleasers and we can't say no, well, then we can't be upset if people take advantage of us. We have to set those boundaries to make sure that we have our own voice. I have made so many episodes about this, and it's all about authenticity. You have to be comfortable in your skin. You have to speak your truth, regardless of what other people think of you. You don't need to worry about whether you're going to be popular or not. Unpopular people sometimes live happier lives because they make decisions based on their own value system and needs. You set your boundaries and you stick to them. So that was it from my side for the 15-Minute Monday. I hope that this gave you a bit of insight into saying no and how to do it and how to do it better. If you need more advice, engage with me. I got coaching programs. I got single sessions that you can book. I can guarantee you within a couple of weeks, I set you up for a life that will be so much more fulfilling. You will find authenticity, you will find focus and clarity, and I can guarantee you the time spent is well worth it. Stop working and living on autopilot. Switch back on control, take over, and make the life and the work that you want. Don't just be a zombie cruising through life, not even knowing what you're doing and where you're going. And I hope that you have a fantastic week. Guys, that was Daniel from the Success Blueprint. Take care.